Hey, what's up, everybody? This is SimCity 3000 video. Um, SimCity 3000 is the sequel to SimCity 2000, and I thought I'd make this video because I played this game a lot back in the day, and I just picked it up on GOG for 15 bucks, 15 Canadian. So definitely worth it. I had to use a patch to run it in 16 by 9 aspect ratio, but it was super simple. I'll include the link to the patch in the video description. But yeah, let's get started. And the scenario I want to do is the first one in the list, and it's called A Better Betterfeld. And I always used to think it was Better Field. Um, Mandela effect, you decide. But yeah, let's go. The Sims of Betterfeld welcome you as our new mayor. As you will soon see, the city has been devastated by years of pollution and abuse. Environmental agencies from around the world have donated funds to assist you. We are hopeful that you will use the newly acquired funds to reclaim our once great city from the clutches of industrial pollution. Please accompany us on this short tour, for it will illustrate our plight as no words can describe. Reading is hard. Betterfeld has always been a city supported by industry. Fortunately, this industry has almost ruined Betterfeld. Most of the south has been destroyed by intense industrial growth. Nothing will grow in these regions. However, they are not useless. Here's a body of water that has been polluted. After extinguishing all the resources in the south, industry moved to the north. As you can see, they've destroyed some of this region too. After moving to the north, industry has been creeping up on the river, which was the center of the city. Very few people live there now, and most new businesses fail. Because of the pollution near the river, many residents moved to the outskirts of Betterfeld. It is one of your goals to move the industry to the outskirts and let the people have their river back. Thanks, hippie lady. Alright, let's go. Before we go anywhere, let's pause the game and let's take a look at the scenario goals. So, in this game, it's a little bit different than 2000. The goals are a little bit more abstract, so sometimes it can be a little tricky trying to figure out exactly what the game wants you to do. So you'll see what I mean. But for now, let's take a look at the first goal here. Eliminate access to current landfill and relocate industry away from general population. So there's our landfill. And what I'm going to do is basically decommission the landfill. So, first thing you want to do is eliminate road access. So, bulldoze the roads, and then we'll just de-zone the landfill. And the part that's already full of garbage, that's unfortunately, you can't get rid of that. But what we're going to do is we're going to build like kind of a wall around it. And so yeah, when people ask what happened to the landfill that used to be there, they'll say, landfill? What landfill? Let's make our wall higher. There we go. No more unsightly landfill. Let's put some nice trees around it too. There we go. Okay, so we have eliminated access to our current landfill, and we'll take a look at that later. And relocate industry away from general population. So, this downtown area, a lot of industry has moved here and taken over and kind of pushed the residents to live in the outskirts here. So what we're going to do is going to turn off the buildings layer so I can see all my industrial zones. And next thing, we're just going to bulldoze the buildings. And you'll see the next step once I've demolished everything. I was going to delete that anyway. Alright. So yeah, we're going to demolish these coal power plants as well. So there goes the second one. And let me see if I got all the buildings. Looks like it. We can check again after we dezone everything. So, much easier in this game than in 2000, where you could only bulldoze one tile at a time. So, click and drag, click and drag. Yeah, let's take a look at our zones one more time here. Zone buildings, there we go. Yep, looks good. And let's demolish this dirty seaport as well. Look at the mess that it left behind. But we're going to do something about that as well. So we're going to put a couple of water treatment plants by the water here. And it's not a cheap building. This is 15,000. But we do have quite a lot of money in this scenario. So money shouldn't be an issue. Before we do anything else though, I do want to get rid of some of these roads that were going to the landfill. So do that, and okay, that should be good. I'm just gonna get rid of this just to be safe, because I know you have to have like a buffer in between the landfill and the rest of your zones. So turn the buildings layer back on. Still kind of getting used to this game again, but it's all coming back to me. Okay, that should be enough of a buffer, I think. Enough of a buffer. Try saying that 10 times fast. Okay, let's get rid of the zones, and I'll just fill in these gaps. There we go. Okay, so that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 tiles should be enough. Oh, I do like this building, so I'm gonna make this historical. The Bradbury Building. We're going to make it a heritage building so it doesn't get replaced or torn down. Kind of be a reminder of where we started. Okay, so I do need to do a couple things here. I'm going to replace this last coal plant, and I'm going to build a shiny new microwave plant and a shiny new solar plant. Alright, and of course we are going to need to relocate all that industry. So where are we going to do that? Well, I think I'm going to use the land here, and I'm going to try not to encroach on this forest here, this natural forested terrain. So I'm going to try to use this area away from the river, and not like up in the hills here, but on this plateau sort of thing. So yeah, let's start laying down some zones. Do something like that. And I do like this this rail system. Usually I build another station here at the end, and I'll build a station here on this side of the mountain, since there's also one here. So that'll be our rail station that kind of connects the edge of our industrial zone here. So let's start laying down some zones. Do a little something like this as well. And we'll just put some light zones by the railway, by the tracks here. Let's mix in some commercial there as well. Alright, that's almost enough to get us started. But yeah, pretty soon I think I'm going to unpause the game. Just once I've laid down a few more zones. Put that there. Alright, that should be good. And we are going to need some power lines for now, since that gap won't be able to transfer power without power lines. Another change from SimCity 2000, which I think is a welcome change. And lastly but not leastly, we are going to need to zone a new landfill, and I think I'm going to do that in this trench here, this kind of natural trench. And we'll build our road like that. Perfect. All right. And let's not forget our water pipes. So another thing that's improved in SimCity 3000 is the water system. As long as tiles are within, I think it's like 7, no, it looks like more than 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, it's exactly 7. As long as tiles are within 7 tiles of water pipes, then the pipes will carry water. So we'll come back to that once we start the simulation, which I think it's almost time. Just need to put the icing on the cake here. So let's build a recycling center just next to the landfill. And here we go. Yeah, while we're kind of waiting, I'm going to keep it on llama speed right now. And yeah, let's see, like, there's some civic buildings that we're going to need, so first things first, I do need to unpack my things, so let's level this terrain. Looks like there was a bridge that used to go across the river here. There were actually many bridges once upon a time. You know what? I do like this island, so I am going to develop on this island. Not just yet, but in a bit. We'll come back to that. But first things first. Build a nice little cul-de-sac in front of my mayor's house. And a couple parks should do it. I really like the new fountains. Has a nice alternative that only takes up a 1x1 space. Nice alternative to the standard small park. So let's put some trees. And yeah, already our efforts are paying off. Air pollution is low, so that's a good sign. Let's build our city hall somewhere close to this this building downtown, as well as courthouse. Put a few parks around City Hall there. And we'll put a pond to complete our new downtown area right there. But yeah, this is something that is going to help our city aura. Just basically spamming parks is the way to do it. We are definitely going to need a hospital. So let's build one. Let's build one over here. Next to this, it's like a kind of a big box store, like a Target. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's see, yeah, what else do we need? We might need a second hospital soon, but for now, I'm just gonna increase the budget. We were at 459, let's go up to 468. And even that one little increment should help. Let's see what else we need. Schools, yes, of course. So I'm actually gonna build two right off the bat here. And we'll build our first school. I think we're going to build it right here. Put a playground next to it. Counts as another park. And we're going to develop these outskirts a little bit as well. So I am going to place a school here. And we'll do the same. So just want to make sure everything has water now. Now that we can see kind of the areas that I missed. And let's see what else we need. More parks needed. Already working on that. Yeah, I think we can lower taxes since making revenue is not really a priority. So I am going to lower our residential and commercial taxes. Industrial will stay 7%. Okay, so tax relief already done. CPR training. So this should definitely help with our city health. Even though this guy doesn't agree, I'm going to go against his advice. He's kind of our fiscal advisor. Smoke detectors, yes. Neighborhood watch. Public smoking ban, that should help with our city, lowers our city pollution, as well as it will help benefit our city health. So let's enact that. Free clinics, again, will help increase our city's health. Homeless shelters will actually increase land values, so I do want to enact that. That is one of our scenario goals, is to meet a certain land value threshold. Power conservation I don't need, so declare city nuclear free. Yes, that will help with our aura as well. Parking fines I don't need. Water deal. This is something I'm just going to ignore. I'm going to ignore neighbor deals because I find them quite annoying in this game. Sometimes it'll say, like right now, it'll say your city has water to spare. But as soon as you start selling water to one of your neighbors, your city supply, you won't have enough for your own city supply and your neighbor, so that then your neighbor will penalize you. So it's kind of, I don't like the execution of this this game mechanic. The idea is good, and they would improve on it in SimCity 4, but the execution leaves a bit to be desired here in 3000. Hospitals plentiful. All right, so we're in good shape. We're gonna need fire stations, or else these kids are gonna burn everything. So we do need to get right on that. And I'm gonna put one on the outskirts around here. Usually, if you build it too close to the edge of the map, just like in 2000, you kind of waste the protection radius. So build it a little bit further into the center of your map. And that's a cool building. I guess that's what it looks like when the Target was abandoned. That's just like when Target came to Canada several years ago. They lasted about a year and a half, 2 years, and then they went out of business. So there are a lot of large retail spaces just like this that were abandoned after 2 years, and it's not easy to find a tenant for those large retail spaces. So we'll see how long this remains abandoned for. And we definitely do need more industrial zones, because unemployment is basically driving our residential demand all the way down. And our industrial demand, of course, is all the way up. So let's fix that. Gonna build some more zones on this plateau here. We'll do something like that. And let's build on the other side here as well. Alright, that should hold up for now. And I do see that there are pockets of town that still don't have water, so let's fix that. I think that should actually do it. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to ignore all neighbor deals in this scenario. Maybe in another scenario we'll come back to those. Electronic jobs fair, good for attracting clean industry to your city, so let's enact that. Water meters, it's good for lowering the water consumption. There is a small, I guess, monthly price to it, but worth it in the long run. Tire recycling, I believe it reduced the cost of building roads, and also it reduces the waste that goes to our landfills, so we'll enact that. Tourist promotion, so that should it's a matter of civic pride, should help our city aura, so let's enact that. Conservation corps, so I think I said no to these guys last time, but I do like what they bring to the table here, keeping the city clean and all that. Paperwork reduction, another one that lowers garbage level, lowers the amount of garbage that goes to the landfill. So let's enact that. Public access TV, that should grab the attention of telecommunications industry. So clean industry, let's enact that. Backyard composting, less goes to our landfill, always a good thing. Industrial waste tax, so this is a bit of a controversial one. It's going to hit small industry just as hard as large industry, so let's reject this ordinance, because it is a bit of a power imbalance on who it actually applies to. I'm gonna reject that. Join Clean Industry Association. Pretty self-explanatory, so let's go with that. Earthquake retrofitting. Yes, absolutely. Safety is important. Biotech tax. Is this a tax incentive? Yes. Okay, so this is not like our industrial waste disposal tax. This is rather the opposite. Sterile lighting. Yeah, you know what? Let's do something for the gray llamas in our city. So yeah, things are starting to take shape, and we have a lot of abandoned zones here, but I think that's going to change. I do need another fire station downtown, so let's build it. Let's build it close to our railway tracks here. And we're also going to need a police station. So we'll build one there, and we'll build one downtown here. Actually, let's build it across from our city hall there. Put some commercial, light commercial as well. Fix up these roads a bit. Already, the water treatment plants seem to be doing their thing, which is good. That'll make sure these buildings get power. Sims can't get to work. Okay, so we are going to need to do something about our transit system in this city. So we do have rail stations, and maybe I'll put one more on this side of the industrial area here. So we'll just put one more like that. And as we continue to build out our road grid, I think it should kind of take care of itself. But another thing we can do, and I'm going to start now actually, is I'm going to start laying down sort of a bus network. So let's put a few bus stations. And I will use the rail stations as sort of connections, but I'm going to put more bus stations than that. So we'll put another one there. Let's put one here and one here. And yeah, let's build one more rail station on this side of town. And let's put it, let's see, what do I want to do? Let's put it here. And a bus station there. Yep, a couple more should do it. Let's put a few parks. And yeah, I think that's good for the bus stations, for our bus network. We'll take a look at the traffic situation a little bit later on. Get a library. Yeah. You know what? I'll do more than that. I'll also build a college. So let's build our college. Yeah, let's build it there, and let's build our library here. Put some residential zone here, and we can build some dense residential too, as long as the footprint is large enough. If it's too small, then it may have trouble developing. But it's always good to put a mix of different densities, so put some light density as well, and some medium density, best of both worlds. And let's put a bit of residential there as well. Because now I do want to come back to this island, and let's zone this island, and we're just gonna build like a basic neighborhood sort of thing. So let's build out like a kind of a basic road network. Do something like this. Yeah, that's better. Kind of like that. Yep, that should be good enough. And instead of building like a power line crossing, I think the easier thing to do is just build a couple of windmills and call it a day. So I'm gonna need some power lines, but I think that should be good. Awesome. Alright, one thing I do like to do in this game, I do like to build kind of like a traffic circle like that and put a fountain in the middle of it. And since we're going to need more parks, let's put a marina on this island here. And I think I want to build another one somewhere like that. There we go. Always good to have a few more parks. And yeah, let's come back to this island and lay out some zones. A little bit of commercial. And some residential. Alright, cool, that should do it. And yes, I did mean to put that strip of commercial there. And let's just make this look a little better. Put some trees around our windmills. But yeah, if you query one of these windmills, you can see the usage. You might need to wait a month there. But you can see basically this is like its own separate power grid, and the usage will show, we'll see, let's try now. Yeah, for this, like this neighborhood, it will show the usage for this isolated power grid. And if I click over here, this is the usage for basically this whole side of the river. But yeah, while we're here, a couple more things we need to do. Looks like we need to build another fire station. And yeah, let's build it somewhere in the middle, like around here. Should be good. Just thinking, because I think I might need to make this this buffer, this side of the buffer, a little bit bigger. So yeah, I might need to move this as well. And put our fire station there. And build some temporary power lines, just like that. But yeah, I might come back to this in a bit. Oh yeah, you know what? I should include. Let's put a couple of bus stations, bus stops, I should say. There we go. And I am going to try. This might be a little tricky, but I am going to try to build water pipes going across the river. So it's a little tricky, like I said. It can be with the angles, with the isometric view. So we'll do our best here. Find yeah, if it turns blue, like if the footprint turns blue, then that means we can build there. Let's try this side. Yep, almost. Almost, yeah. Let's build that, and then we'll go like that. Perfect. All right, we did it. All right, this is already starting to take shape. Looks like a pretty nice part of town too. Left out of the rain. Let's take a look at our city water grid here. That should fix that. And that. But yeah, we're gonna keep getting these fire coverage inadequate, like unless every zone in your city is covered by this coverage radius, then we're gonna keep seeing that pop up. Yeah, so there's a bit of a gap around here in our fire coverage, looks like, but it's not the end of the world. Let's just increase the budget a bit. Go up 2 increments. We were at 1080, so we'll go up to 1102. But yeah, let's come back to this. So we've eliminated access, we've relocated industry, we've enacted all types of legislation, we've replaced our existing power plants, and we are taking steps to improve land value. So I don't know what else the game wants me to do. Is this buffer not, is this not big enough? Do I need to get rid of sort of these roads that are too close to the old landfill? It's somewhat hard to tell, but we'll give it a shot. But yeah, our land value does seem to be increasing. I think 57 is higher than what it was. Schools and colleges needed. So let's take a look at, yeah, so I think we're good for our college capacity, but yeah, it does look like our school capacity, we've exceeded our school capacity. So let's build another school. And we'll build it there. And we'll also build playground and fountain. Alright, and our population, if you were paying attention, you may have noticed, bottomed out at like around 16 or 15,000, so we're back up to close to 30. Seemed like a good spot for some commercial. And there as well. Don't need so much of these power lines anymore. We'll just keep this stretch here. Left out of the rain. Always left out of the rain. I don't want to waste water on our landfill there, so maybe it's just this. Oh yeah, and I guess the marina as well. That requires water. But that should be fine there. Hospital overcrowding, so we do need a second hospital, and increasing the funding isn't going to help this time. So we'll just build a new hospital, and we'll build it somewhere on this side of town here. Let's build a road. Like that. And our hospital will go here. But I do think we need, yeah, we definitely need a little bit more commercial here, so build something like that. Have you enacted ordinances that will reduce pollution in Betterfeld? Have you looked into ways to handle garbage that create less pollution? I also recommend you clean up the mess the seaport left behind. All right, let's take our word at face value, and let's do these things one at a time. Let's look at our ordinances, and is there anything else that would help? Leaf burning ban. I do want to read up on these a little bit. Lowering in air pollution. Okay, that sounds like it would help. Landfill gas recovery. When this is in effect, air pollution will be reduced. Okay, let's enact that. Clean air sounds pretty self-explanatory. And for the purpose of this scenario, I think the game wants me to enact that as well. Trash pre-sort. Efficiency in recycling centers goes up considerably. I like the sound of that. And would you look at that? Betterfeld is on its way to becoming an environmentally friendly city. Mandatory car smogging seems like a good idea. Yeah, we're in 2074, and if you still need to smog your internal combustion engine vehicles, then I think we're doing something wrong here. So Let's enact that. And I think that should be good. Let's subsidize mass transit. You know, get more cars off the road, more people on our trains and buses, and let's introduce some shuttle service as well. Some shuttle routes will introduce more transit connections to our existing network. So that should be good. Let's legalize gambling because I do think that will help boost our city aura. Let's build another road. That should be good. For some more commercial. There we go. Not sure why that's like that, but seems a little bit redundant. But yeah, our city is looking a lot healthier. Still more abandoned zones than you would like, but I think we're, yeah, our population has gone up to 38,000, and looks like we've been rewarded. Well, I've been rewarded, really, with a statue of my likeness. So let's plop it down there. And yeah, looks pretty good. Looks just like me. Betterfeld needs jails, so that's something we will take care of right now. As a matter of fact, build it there. Crime level high. Yeah, legalizing gambling probably didn't help, but building a jail did. And I know that we also enabled neighborhood watch, so that should help as well. But another thing I probably do need, yeah, definitely need another cop shop, so we'll build one right there. Hey, check out these swanky luxury condos. Always can use more parks, so. Let's build. Let's build our baseball field here. Looks pretty good. Stimulation starved Sims want museum. Build our city museum somewhere around here, I'm thinking. Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of this cheap motel here. Looks kind of seedy, and then we'll replace it with a brand new museum. And we'll fix our roads a bit here. Alright, looks alright. definitely some more demand for industrials, so we'll build some more here. Just level this out a bit. There we go. Yeah, these roads are getting pretty busy with traffic because there's only a limited number of roads connecting all these different areas, like this area on the outskirts and our new industrial area. So these roads will serve the city pretty well. There we go. Nice mix of zones here. Didn't realize I was paused. Alright, schools receive high grade. Love to see it. Pro reading ordinance. Sure thing. I like that. Sims should be free to ruin their health in the privacy of their own homes, but no Sim has the right to inflict this filthy habit on their neighbors. City offered lighthouse. And I have the perfect spot for it. That's kind of a way to commemorate our old seaport here. Alright, that looks good. Police coverage poor in some areas. Don't think not sure if I touched their budget yet, but I will increase their budget by one increment. Yeah, so that should be good there. So we already have a bus stop here. Let's build another one at this intersection here. And we'll build one here as well. That should be good for now. Don't need these power lines anymore. And we'll just build out this zone for the future. Fussy babies arrested for disturbing the peace. Yeah, I'm not sure how increased police budget like necessarily correlates to police oppression. Um, in my opinion, uh, increasing the budget should result in better training and better coverage. Not to get too political here, but yeah, let's we can live with that. Schools and colleges needed. All right, let's take a look at our. Yeah, our college is fine, but we do need another school. So let's build one. Let's build one here. And as always, do something like that. Put a mix of different densities as well. Get a library. And I'm thinking, yeah, let's put our library next to our baseball field here. There we go. And a couple parks should do it. There. Yeah, so even this area of town was looking pretty crummy before, but it's starting to look a lot better. Of course, it is like pretty close to our industrial area here, but I am going to try to keep sort of a buffer, like the railway tracks and commercial zones as well. Okay, everything looks good. But yeah, this is looking like an island paradise here. Yeah, we're getting a lot of traffic in this part of town. So I will put a bus stop here. And yeah, let's lay out some zones as well. While we're here. Nice mix of densities. And one thing I like to do in this game, I kind of like to use trees as kind of like a green belt. So let's do something like this, and I won't. It'll also kind of serve as a reminder that I'm not going to develop these tiles of land. So I'm just going to keep this kind of undeveloped. and also try to make it look more natural as well. There we go. Yeah, I'm starting to be pretty proud of this city, how it's taking shape. It's starting to look like a real city. And our land value and aura have never been higher as well. So I think we're in pretty good shape. I'm not sure about about these goals, like eliminate access to current landfill. I've done that, haven't I? I'm not sure if it wants me to build my industry all the way somewhere else, but you can't really. It's, you know. So I don't know. And I have improved the land value quite a bit. Um, I guess just keep spamming parks. That's all you can do. And of course, high density um, buildings like this. I think these do increase land value, so we're up to medium here. And areas like this as well. This should be medium, yeah. That's a lot of traffic here, though. You know what? Good job. Betterfeld is back on track to becoming a great place to live. Awesome. Yeah, it's still this one goal that I'm not really sure. Maybe I didn't relocate far away enough. Let's expand. You know what? Let's expand on our green belt idea here. See if that does anything. All right. Yeah, I'm starting to like how this city is taking shape. If this wasn't a scenario city, I would be proud to call this my own creation. But I was gonna say that we can build a road around this mountain range here. So we'll make it look all nice and fancy like that. There we go. And this, kind of want to make it look like more of a rail yard. There we go. Use your imagination. It doesn't quite work. That's alright though. Yeah, already cars are starting to use this road as their route, as their commute. Betterfeld students not the sharpest knives. Where have I heard that before? Let's try increasing their budget. Go up a couple notches. There we go. Look at this building. Project Feel Good, yeah. Does look like a modernist housing project. You have 1 year left to complete the scenario. You better hurry. Alright, so we're in the final stretch here. Trying to decide what kind of park I want to build. I don't think we have a zoo yet, but I'm going to build that somewhere else. Yeah, let's build a pond here. There we go. Alright, looks good. Hospitals plentiful. I swear I just saw a message that said hospital overcrowding, but I guess we'll find out again in a bit if it pops up again. Traffic very bad, yeah. So that's something I was kind of anticipating here. And I tried to anticipate by building this road and expanding on our road network as well as our rail network. So let's build a kind of a terminal station here. Alright. That should help matters. And I probably should build another bus station. So let's build one here. I'm not gonna, yeah, I do want to actually start importing garbage, so let's build another road connection. And if I get a trash deal to export my garbage, then I think that's what I might do. Yeah, so our capacity is inadequate. So let's build another recycling center. And double our capacity. Left out of the rain. Somebody's always left out of the rain. Alright, driving a pleasure. So that means that means our traffic problems are solved, I guess. It's either one or the other. Yeah, it would get, I think the simulation, the modeling would get more sophisticated in SimCity 4. Healthcare budget temperature, 98.6. Yeah, let's bump it up a little bit. There we go. And we're coming back here because looks like we do need some more industrial zones. So let's build something like that and that. All right. That's a pretty cool building. Is that a commercial building? I think so. Spicoli Center. Yeah, since we're in the last year, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start spamming parks. Spamming parks, and I said I was gonna build a zoo, so let's find a good spot for it. Find a good spot for our zoo. Let's build it right there. And yeah, we're not done yet. Let's looks like there used to be a rail bridge here. Not sure where that would lead. But you know what? We're basically walled off from whatever city is on this side here, on this side of the map. So let's build that connection. Let's see if we can build this. No, the radioactive pond is in the way. Whoops, kind of messed that up. That's more or less what I was trying to do. Go around this hill as well. All right. Healthcare out of the emergency ward. Okay. You know what? I think that means we need another hospital. So, yeah, definitely. Definitely need another hospital. So we'll build one. Um, let's build one over on this side of town. And I'm going to flatten out this land here. And this will be the site of our new hospital. There we go. Yeah, basically just putting the cherry on top right now. I'm not sure if we're going to meet all of our goals here, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Geyser Park proposed. Shall we cite this jewel in your city? You bet we shall. Where's a good spot for our geyser park? How about right here? And hopefully we can build a road. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, this might be a little tricky. Yeah. Not sure why it keeps doing that. There we go. That wasn't so hard. Perfect. All right. No, thank you. So yeah, this is a pretty nice city. Like I said, I wouldn't mind calling this my own creation. We definitely come a long way. So I guess that's it. And it looks like they gave me, they didn't give me an A, but they gave me a B. I'm gonna call it a B plus though. Mean Lean Cleaning Machine. Your environmental programs seem to be working. However, you still need to make sure all industry is moved to the outskirts and that there is no access to the existing landfill. Yeah, so as far as um, as far as meeting the scenario objectives, I think I did what the game wanted me to do, but maybe not. Maybe I didn't move the industry far away from the city center enough. So I'm still gonna upload this video as sort of not a blind playthrough or semi-blind, because I have played this before. I could never figure out what what exactly it wants you to do to meet all three objectives. And I did search online, and there's like a few forum posts and like one or two YouTube videos which cover this scenario, but I want to see if I could come up with like a strategy on how to beat this. So if I was able to come up with, like, you know, strategies to fulfill the other objectives, then maybe you can figure out how to meet all the goals on your own. So I hope this playthrough helped. This is a long play video, and there's no mistaking that. So yeah, thanks for watching if you made it this far, and I might do more SimCity 3000 scenarios in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching.